Network on Scots with soul. No, it's no sausage rolls. It's been Scots with soul for 30 damn weeks, damn it. What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the IndiScots Scots with Soul podcast. This week we have KappaClaus rejoining us. We have Killie and SMViper. How are we doing, boys? Get a thumbs up for both of them. Right, Killie, how are you and what you've been up to this week, son? How's your back?
The back's still shit, but I've actually started streaming again on my own channel, which is a first for about 5 weeks, I think. Yeah, so I feel comfortable if I can do that. I was just saving myself for IndiScots streaming before now, but this week I thought. And then when I was able to get Subnautica for free off Epic Games, I thought, you know what, I'm going to start streaming that. That's what I've been doing the last few days.
Who'd have thought that streaming on IndiScots would be physiotherapy?
I'm not sure I'd call it physiotherapy, but we'll pretend.
More like mental strengthening.
It brings back a memory of last Christmas when me and my wee brother were in the pub and he slipped and he jarred his back, right? And he's like, "Oh, I think I'm going to need to go and see that physio." And he forgot what the rest of the word was, right? And he's like, physio. Tician? And I'm like, aye, Davey, physiotician, mate. It's not the physiotherapist or anything. But I
just think I think that's the reason that fucking Scottish people are the absolute best at improv, because it's literally in our language of take the piss.
Oh man, like my wee brother, man, like he's a bit of a wild card, man. Like his 18th birthday, he was flashing about thrashing about in the floor, pretending he's a shark trying to bite people's ankles. You're like, what is wrong in this boy's head, man? But would
you be like actually trying to like bite the ankles? Like,
yes. Yes,
I am shark.
Mm-hmm.
Gobble gobble.
That same night when we were walking home for the pub, he also decided that he was going to, because one of my friends plays rugby, he was going to challenge him to stand there and take a rugby tackle, right? But see, as he landed on the floor, he's like, "I seen three years and I just went for the one that I thought was the real you." He's just on the floor, man. You're like, oh, what is this boy doing?
I want to point out something, right? Every single time I go live on any channel,
the cat just appears. I know Thunder does that as well, but I've managed to get him playing with a toy. I've managed to get him pacified.
He's actually watching the stream right now.
Like,
yeah, will Thunder stay pacified for the full hour though? That's the question.
Probably not.
No,
probably not. He's probably going to want to growl into that microphone a few times.
I'm waiting until this one decides to go, "Cool, your chest looks nice and warm." And then end up having to cuddle the cat for 20 minutes.
How are you, son? And what have you been up to this week?
So most of the week working, because I work in a toy store. So a week before Christmas, toy store. Finished up college as well. So that's all nice and dandy.
Are the toys on the same place when you go back in the morning?
No, they're not.
So
in fact, right,
Toy Story's true.
Right, I'm actually pretty sure that people forget how to be people during the Christmas weekend.
No,
right?
It's a toy store. It's children.
No, I watched an adult do this, right? Oh, I pick up a toy from the shelf here. Oh, that's a nice toy. I don't think I'm going to buy it, though. Any time of the year, they put it back neatly where they found it, right? Not this time. They go, "I don't want it anymore." So they go to the shelf above it and go, "Oh, it's a mess. It's okay. They get paid to clean it." I'm like, really? How about I get paid to clean up your face after I'm done with it?
What, in case they there's a restaurant in your work and you have to get the napkins out and...
Funnily enough, there is actually. On the 3rd floor, there's a restaurant.
Aye, man. Like, if we all get our presents and that in, Killie, you've got kids that you're sorted?
Oh, aye, everything's wrapped, hidden under beds, all just ready for tomorrow night to be try and get them out without waking the buggers up.
Here's a question for a parent, right? Do you always, as a parent, do you leave a present somewhere they can find early? Like in a crap place to try and pacify them? Because I swear my mum and dad done that.
No, I've never done that.
Like fucking, you'd me and my wee brother be looking for presents and we'd find one, man, and you'd open it up and it'd be like a box of dominoes. You'd be like, yeah, bastards.
Is that when you knew the truth? You mean about?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not at that stage
Yeah.
yet, but I might consider it because when
Where
I
are
was
the
a
kids
kid,
right now? Hold on. Where are the kids right now?
they're in their bed.
Right, whisper just in case.
So when I was a kid, I basically got a Mega Drive for Christmas, and I actually found it, took it to my room when my parents were out, opened it up, and played and completed Altered Beast before Christmas had even fucking come. Put it all back together again. And when I got it Christmas Day, I was like, "What fucking do I want to play Altered Beast?"
I'm trying to figure out how best to word this question. Right, another question for a parent directed at you, Kelly. See the presents when you're buying your presents, and then you send the presents to Santa Claus, the ones that Santa Claus is going to deliver. Do you send the most expensive presents to Santa Claus, or do you send small presents to Santa Claus? The reason I asked this question is, like, in school, because it was something we always come up against when we were in school, and it was, Santa Claus brung me a bike, and somebody's like, what? Santa Claus brung me a hat and a scarf. How come Santa Claus likes you better?
Yeah, we have the expensive presents come from mum and dad, and the cheap shit comes from Santa.
Yeah, that's the way. That's the best way, because then do you know what I mean? You can avoid that stuff at school. It's like, Santa just always brings me socks. He brings me socks as well.
But the real reason for it is, though, I'm not fucking having Santa taking the credit when it gets to fucking Nintendo Switch and stuff. Fuck that.
Like, Santa bring me an iPad. Mum, Dad, what'd you get me? We got you Monopoly. Like,
exactly. It should be the other way around.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to become an elf. You know. No, like I've got a real big problem with Santa. A real problem with Santa.
What's your problem with Santa? God
Damn
damn
you
it,
have a problem with Santa, man? Come on.
I asked for a bike for 14 years, and what did I get? A selection box. The reason I've got a problem with Santa is because I believe he just pushes this capitalist scheme, which is just unfair. Like what Trust was saying earlier about having kids going, oh, Santa brought me a bike, oh, Santa brought me this. Right, this was a true thing that happened in my school. There was two kids in my primary, not just two kids. There were two kids in my class, full of 30. I'm saying this because I know Trust will fucking run with this. One of them, their dad was a council worker, barely made enough to pay his rent, and his mum, I think, was disabled, so she couldn't work.
Right.
And well, she can now because of the Tories. But you're right, Kelly.
I'm not sure if my daughter's making noises. Hope she didn't hear me.
Comes through. What are you saying?
You didn't say anything that would give any inclination. Don't worry.
But
remember, you send the presents to Santa Claus so he can deliver them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But you've got this kid, like, no much money. I'm pretty sure he must have got most of his clothes from Asda or something. 'Cause that's all they really could afford. The other one, his dad was like one of the head marketing executives of a big company, and I couldn't remember which one it was right now. But anything he wanted to get, funnily enough, poor kid, one of the nicest kids ever, right? Rich kid, fucking cunt.
It's usually how it goes, but
to show you how rich this kid was, right? He then went to Fetties. Fun fact: Bulworth Academy was based on Fetties. It was genuinely, like, if you're ever in Edinburgh, go and look at Fetties High School, and you'll look and go, "Fuck, it is Bulworth."
It is Bulworth, yeah. You're right.
Fetties High School. How do you spell that? Put it in chat so people.
F-E-T-T-E-S.
Yes.
F-E-T-T-E-S. There it's there. If you want to Google it, guys.
I think it's called Fetties College or something. It's actually a high school. It's the same. Most private schools comes off colleges. I don't know why. I think they're all fucking up on their high horse. I shouldn't say that, Vanessa went to Watson's. But
yeah, it's around the corner from my work, so I see all the time. It's fucking
couldn't worse.
ridiculous.
I was actually offered by my mum to go to EA, but I didn't. because I'd get through a year and then they'd ask my mum to pay for extra content.
DLC in schools.
DLC schools. So we'll teach him maths and English, but if he wants science, biology, you need to buy the science DLC. If he wants the rest of the modern studies DLC. But yeah, all that happened and stuff. And I remember one Christmas we broke up for the Christmas holidays and we came back. And the rich kid rolled into school on a new bike, like new clothes, like kitted out properly. I think he had like Jordans on or something, you know, like had a new phone, and it was like it wasn't the iPhone, but it was like the phone that was big just before the iPhone came out. And like, you know, it was a phone that everybody wanted, and you know, he told, oh, I got a PlayStation 2 and I got this and I got that. And it was like, oh, that's nice. The other kid was over the fucking moon that he got a football. He was like, look, it's a real football. It's leather and look, it looks great. And I've got a football.
You
And I was
kick
like,
it.
like, look, play football.
Can you kick your PlayStation?
I'll kick your PlayStation if you want. Do you like the PlayStation? I like the PlayStation.
No, man, you're totally right, but it's like, but that's
but
kids
like,
as well. Is like that's how you spoil kids. The more you give kids, the more they'll expect. So that kid that you're talking about that just get the ball is no used to getting much stuff. So see when he gets something brand new that's just for him, he's like, holy fucking shit, man! Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's many a times that kid's been in the supermarket with his mum, and he's been like, "Mum, can I get that?" And he's just like, "No." He's used to just getting told no, and then he gets this awesome football for Christmas and he's loving it, mate. I can understand that.
Yeah,
I totally
like,
understand that.
Aye. And do you know what's the worst part though? In my primary school, we used to be next to the fence of a park, but we couldn't go into the park during school time, right? And the rich kid, who was a bully, like to fuck, right, took the football and kicked it over the fence during break time. And I will admit, that day his bike did go missing. I'm not going to name names, but I'm just saying that was a very weak bike lock. Put it this way, right? That bike was then found in the burn in the park.
Well, whoever put the bike in the burn is just as bad as the rich kid.
I don't know who it was.
We're going to address chat. Hi Rab, hi Sleeps, hi Crash,
hi,
how
Killie.
are we all doing? Remember guys, there's a stream room, it's podcast questions at the top. You can select the room, go into podcast questions. Feel free to put any questions in there and we'll get to them at some point during the podcast. But aye, we're going to move to our first topic. Our first topic is Fallout 76 and how Fallout Bethesda is letting everybody get the download, the pre-order, that's the words I'm looking for. Fallout players will get Fallout 1, 2 and Tactics for free next month. So if you logged in during 2018, you get the newbie, they're the freebie, sorry. Fallout 1 and 2 weren't even made by Bethesda, they're the original Fallout games.
Made by Obsidian.
Aye, but anyone that has logged into Fallout 76 in 2018 will get the original Fallout, Fallout 2 and the combat-focused Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel for free next month, Bethesda has announced. Players will get the games as part of Fallout Classic Collection and should be able to claim them early in January. The collection was initially available as a pre-order bonus for Fallout 76. So, like, what do we think about that? Do you think that that's Bethesda saying, like, sorry to everybody? Like, we kind of fucked up here a wee bit.
Though?
But then, let's attack this for that. Like it is, right? Like, let's assume that it is, right? And then we'll talk about that, right? So, assume that Bethesda saying sorry to their fan base.
It's a shit apology.
It's a shit apology, right? But what are they? They're also saying fuck you to the people that pre-ordered.
Yeah, that's why it's a shit apology.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like, but what do you like? How do we feel about it? That's what I think's happening, and I think it's a shit apology. What do you guys think? Viper.
Thing is, right, is that I love Bethesda with my whole heart. I do. I really love them.
He doesn't have a whole lot.
I know they kind of took part of it, but with this game, I love it. Fallout 76 is a fun game. I've had a lot of fun playing it, but it's just getting harder and harder to defend. And I'm not like I'll still defend the right that it's a fun game and like people should try it before they knock it. But the whole like the fact of I pre-ordered it, right? And the thing is, I've actually emailed Bethesda being like, "Here, look, I was supposed to get Fallout 1 and 2 in tactics for this. How do I get them?" And they reply, like, I don't know how to even redeem them. And now they're going, "Oh, everyone gets it now." I'm like, what was the point of me even fucking pre-ordering then? Like, it's like I know they're finally giving people the canvas bags they were promised.
Oh, they finally getting the bags? Fuck's sake.
But even then, it's like, Bethesda, how did you let this become such a shit show?
Like sometimes shit happens. That's the thing, though, man.
But you like put it this way, right? They brung out one of the most amazing collector's editions ever, which was the fucking Pit Boy, right? And that went off without a hitch. They went, cool, you'll get a Pit Boy box. You'll get a Pit Boy. You'll get a keychain. You'll get a bobblehead. Look, I got all of that.
It's a symptom of how big the game industries became. Do you know what I mean? The game industry became wildly popular in the late 90s, like wildly popular. It was already popular, do you know what I mean? But it became wildly popular in the late 90s. And it didn't have a lot of businessmen involved in it at that
Kelly's
time.
up looking at your penis.
Do you know what I mean? So, and over the next 20 years, a businessmen have got involved. And if the businessmen have got involved, especially in like companies like Bethesda, now it's the businessmen running it. And see, when the businessmen, we can use this 20-year-old engine to build the new game because it will keep costs way down. Yeah, do that. And then they bring out a game on a really old engine with the same sort of mechanics, the same gameplay, same absolutely everything as every other Fallout game, with no new story, and expect not to be judged and have a shit ton of backlash. It's like that's an out of touch decision, and that to me is because it's a businessman who's not a gamer and is just purely looking at numbers there. How do you feel about that?
It was
being invested by businessmen into the game company you love.
It reminds me a lot of other industries as well, because the same seems to have happened with the music industry. There was an interview I watched. Can't remember who it was with. But
yeah, mainstream music. That's totally what's happened.
He said, like, I can't. You can find the interview, so I can't remember what's called. And someone knows the name of it. But the guy he was interviewing goes, back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, the companies were run by big men chomping cigars, and people would go, "Oh, we've got this song. What is it?" And he goes, "I don't know what it is, but put it out there. See what sticks." They'd literally take anything you wanted and throw it at the wall and see what stuck. But that's how we got some amazing classics like the Beatles, like Jimi Hendrix, like Nirvana.
Think about it, mate. Like back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, there was like how many people in the world? 4 billion. Now there's 7, right? So even you look at Britain and stuff like that in America, the populations are like half, maybe less than half the number now. So then when you look at the amount of creative people that are going to be making songs and that,
loads.
There's do you know what I mean? There's probably just enough that if you throw enough at the wall, you'll get enough. But imagine how fucking shit covered the wall would be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like in 2018, I mean, come on.
It's so much easier for people to do these things as well, so there's even more shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't understand, especially with the music industry and especially with gaming as well, because I'm seeing the same patterns of how come with all these people and all these creative minds working, are we still churning out the exact same bullshit? Like, I'm sorry, like,
because I really feel like the modern creative mind is, let's take something that already exists and give it a fresh modern twist. There's so many people that are not willing to create a new universe. Do you know what I mean?
Look at
Right
films.
off the
How many
bat.
films are just remakes? I mean, fucking Disney's now just making every animated
Yeah.
film a fucking live action film. I mean,
know,
fucking
like,
hell.
Well, live
Originality.
action. Can we call The Lion King live action?
Well, I know. I have to admit, I've seen the trailer looked just like better animation.
I was very happy the fact that James Earl Jones was back, but
Yes.
You have to look up the
what I think they've done.
definition of what constitutes a live action movie.
Yeah.
It would be like 8.5 minutes of mocap. Do you know what I mean? It
you know
will be
what I'm
something
wondering,
stupid like that. It really will, man.
Do you know that scene in The Lion King where he's singing "Just Can't Wait to Be King" and they do that massive carnival bit where you see the giraffes and on top of the giraffes are the elephants.
What's that
on top
song
of the
go
elephants.
like?
He does it. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. You know, but it's like the big massive carnival bit. I want to see them make that scene.
What, in live
I just wanna
action?
see- Yeah, it'd be so
Who
funny.
would you cast as your actors then?
I'd cast the entire Cirque du Soleil and what's her face from The Greatest Showman.
What's her face? Aye, she's
That's
brilliant.
really helpful, yeah, what's her
she's,
face?
She's brilliant, aye.
Do you know the elephant, the one that ran away in The Greatest Showman? That one.
No.
Classic elephant actor, you know.
No.
But yeah, it's a confusing one, and but even like with the gaming industry, it's the same. Like, I understand this whole like, oh, this is good, this will make us money, we'll jump on it. Like, I understand that, especially with the whole battle royale thing right now. The second that battle royales became huge, when H1Z1 started to get a bit of momentum, and then Fortnite came out, and Fortnite was still is fucking huge, to the point that like Call of Duty have taken out one of the bits that I actually played Call of Duty for, which was the story, and just took it out and went battle royale instead. I'm like, you're gonna fucking regret that. You are. You're gonna regret it, because I remember like growing up, one of my favorite stories of all time was the Modern Warfare. Like Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 were fantastic as a kid. They were
3,
18
not
plus
so
games.
much.
I remember 1 and 2's
yes.
story as a kid. Yeah, I remember them as a kid.
I like 3 because
drama.
it just, in my opinion, it tied up nicely.
Like I
You know,
played through 3 and I can't remember it.
Oh.
Soap dies.
Well, fucking spoil it.
It's no spoil. It's over 10 years old. You can't get spoilers for that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, do you know what I mean? Like fucking The Wizard of Oz is a man behind a curtain. Do you know what I mean? Spoilers.
The Titanic actually happened.
The Titanic sinks.
Speaking of the Titanic, actually, I remember there was a quote I heard in Civilization about the Titanic, and it was quite interesting. If it was the guy who owned the Titanic, like the company made the Titanic, was it 4-star or something? Was that what they were called?
Harland and Wolff Company, but it was really JP.
White Star Line.
White Star Line was owned by JP
White Star,
Morgan.
that was
so
Yeah, and he said shipbuilding has become so advanced these days. There's no way a ship could sink.
Mm-hmm.
But that was cool.
Aye, but like, see when you really look into it, you'll find out that the Titanic was switched with the Olympic because the Olympic was in 2 crashes and couldn't be insured, therefore they couldn't make up the money. So they switched the badges and that, and they sent the Titanic to sea, which actually was the Olympic on its maiden voyage, and they knew it was going to sink. You look up the court cases and stuff, right? This is something that I've went and done because there was a lot of videos and that about it a few years ago, and I'd done the research into it. And the actual person that was blamed for the Titanic crash was the captain of the Californian, the captain of another ship. And do you know why he was blamed for the loss of life? It's because he was supposed to have been there under contract with the White Star Line to pick the people up from the crash. Because the White Star Line were looking to recruit the money through insurance, and that's why they bigged it up as the unsinkable ship. So they insured it for like fucking £14 million, I think it was at the time. Aye, it's a big, massive conspiracy, but it's probably true.
I imagine like the whole like the people.
It's the court case. It's literally in British court history and American court history. Is the guy for the captain of California and is the guy that went down as the blamed for the loss of life. It's fucking ridiculous, man. But aye, we're going to talk about Overwatch and get away from shit like that. Overwatch is naming and shaming people who do bad things on Overwatch, like cheat. So Overwatch names and shames rule breakers with new player discipline tracker. So Overwatch League will shine brighter. Like, oh, it's the league, right? On its rule
Yeah,
breakers
it's
in
just the league.
2019. A player discipline tracker, right? Okay, because I was wondering, right? Because I seen this bit earlier, and their name, like actually putting the people's names.
You were
in.
waiting for some random guy you knew to be on there one day, were you?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I just try to get a few levels on his character, his name and shamed forever on the internet. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. But I suppose they're in a league. The Overwatch League will shine a brighter light on its rule breakers in 2019 with a player discipline tracker that will keep a running record of players who violate the league's code of conduct and penalties. Well, in the penalties in the end car. So, what sort of penalties did he get suspended? 2 games. Ah, right, okay. So
Someone
it's
got
like
$1,000, $1,000 or something, I think I saw.
Yeah.
Oh,
XQC
find a K, he's find a
Yeah.
grand. Holy
the player
shit.
XQC was completely banned from the league because of something he said on Twitch.
Holy shit. What did he
He used to
do?
play for.
What did he
I think he dropped the F word.
Ah, right, okay. You're not
I
allowed to
almost
say
said
fuck or
it, then went,
bugger.
no, we're on stream. he said our words for cigarette on stream.
Right, okay.
I think that's what he said. Or
Right, so like I thought this was like I just skimmed over it, right? But when I read it earlier, I was like, holy shit, man, do you know what I mean? Like I get a fucking account warning on my PlayStation the other day, right? Because some guy messaged me because I killed him a few times in a Destiny Crucible match, right? And I was calling him Dr. Tilted, right? And he's like, I've got a doctorate and all that. And I was like, right, okay, well, you should see, an educated man like yourself should see how stupid this is that you've messaged me about getting killed in Destiny. And he's like, call me stupid again and I'll report you. And I was like, okay. Fed up just having stupid conversations with people. Bye, Dr. Tilted, man. And then the next message I got was a report hang for PlayStation. You have been reported. Code of conduct. I was like, you fucking dick.
But what they gonna
He
do?
fucking messaged me, man. Fucking, do you know what I mean? Fucking try to harass me because I killed him in Destiny. Because he's feel like, I'm the best at Destiny. I've got a doctorate, mate. Aye, clearly, mate. Clearly, you've got a doctorate.
I'm just wondering if he's like doing a surgery or something and he's like sewing someone up and he hurts himself. I've got a KD ratio.
Aye, man, like, I'm telling my mum you moved and made me stab myself. Like,
I'm reporting you.
Aye, man, it was ridiculous, man. I couldn't believe it. See, when he actually reported me, man, I was like, I should have blocked him there and then. I shouldn't have pushed them any further. I should have just been like,
Yep.
block. Oh, it's my own fault, man. It's totally my own fault. But aye, like, Overwatch disciplining people, it's basically just like disciplining the league, like the football league. Somebody get a yellow card. They should maybe try and structure it more. What do you think about that then, Kelly? His opinions.
I think doing it's probably a good idea for a league like that, but I agree. I don't know if they got a set rule book of what you get penalised for, what your punishment is. I think that's what you're kind of getting at there. Is, I mean, what do you do to get $1,000 fine? What do you do just to get banned for 2 months? What do you do to get banned forever?
That is exactly
maybe they have written it down somewhere. I don't know, but
there's no link to a code of conduct or anything like that. There would be a big, massive list of code of conduct.
Sleep's just saying they've done that, but they've not made it public, which is all right.
All right, okay, fair enough. Thank you, Sleeps, for that information. That means we don't need to be flailing about here like, where is this? Where is? But aye, like, they should structuralise it more. Do you know what I mean? Like, that guy that dropped the F-bomb, do you know what I mean? Like, that should be more than a 1k fine. That should be something like tasty, like a 3-month ban. Do you know what I mean? For something like that, you can't make it too long because people in esports have really short careers. Do you know what I mean? But you need to take a chunk of that career. Do you know what I mean? So is the next person that even thinks about it. Or some people are just that blasé about stuff like that they blurt shit like this out by accident. Do you know what I mean? So you need to try and get something in people's mind that's a wedge in front of that reaction, so as whenever their mind goes to automatically give it, this stops it. Like, you can't do this. Remember that guy that got banned for 3 months and everybody forgot about him and he's not got a job anymore? Do you know what I mean? It's like there needs to be something. Like, they need to draw the line on that. They can't just be thrown about like, oh, you're just getting single rulings, do you know what I mean? Oh, you said this right, 2k fine. Oh, but that guy got a 1k fine for saying something worse, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. So,
I
like,
just went to help my
yellow,
mum.
red cards, do you create another card level? Like a blue card? Blue card sounds inviting though, doesn't it? Orange
blue
card?
cards are good.
Green
Blue
card.
done a good job.
Green card. Oh wait, no, that's also inviting.
Yeah, green's the nice colours.
I just had to go and my mum came in. She was like, "Can you come help me? Can you come help me?" And I thought, okay, you know what? She's some lift the box. I was like, "Alright, cool, 2 secs." Quickly went to help her. Right, she went, "I need your help to lift this box," and then she kicked it to like show me which one it was, and it shot across the room. And she went, "Oh," went over. It was fucking empty.
She just wanted to spend some time with her son. Can you fault
Well,
her
by
mother? It's
making him
Christmas
move-
time, do you know what I
making
mean?
him move an empty box.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of Christmas time, anyway, there will be a podcast on Christmas Day, and it will be 100% live. We promise.
No, we've pre-recorded a podcast. We're going to play it as a premiere, and we're going to do it 3 times on Christmas Day. So it's going to be going live at 11 a.m. in the morning, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and then 9 p.m. at night. So you're going to have lots of chance to win it, and I'm going to put a wee stream up right after the 11 p.m. one, and I'm going to finish the giveaway. And I'll also schedule that for right after the podcast as well. So we'll be able to find out who wins the giveaway. And that brings us on to the topic of the giveaway. Remember, guys, there's only 2 days left to the IndiScots giveaway. Somebody do that in chat for us while I talk.
Estevader's already done it.
He's already done it. Well done, Estevader.
Yeah.
Thank you, son. But we're 2 days left of the giveaway. We're giving away an Elgato HD60S capture card and a 3-month XSplit license. So if you're looking to start streaming or you're looking to upgrade from OBS to a better package, because I'm in that camp. XSplit's just so much better. When you try it, it's one of the ones, man. You only go back to OBS once you've used it. But
I'll give you a good reason to enter, because if you don't enter, then I'll win, and if I win, you're gonna have to put up with me playing Smash Bros on my Switch very shitly. And if you don't, and so if you want to avoid me making shite content, well, more shite than it already is, enter the giveaway and make sure I didn't win.
I don't know what you think you're winning. I'm fucking winning. Fucking arsehole.
Kelly's got the most. He's bought the most tickets, man. Kelly's like, I
I
want
maxed
XSplit.
out though. Fucking thing, maxed it out.
There we go.
Bastards.
I've maxed it now.
Well, I had to put a
Alright, you
maximum,
as
man.
well.
1,000 tickets is the max, and if you're sub to the channel in December, you also get double chance of winning. Anything you guys would like to talk about, Viper? I know you wanted to bring something up.
Yes, I did. Right. So Blizzard have now they've started to move their developers away from Heroes of the Storm. And it's really interesting, actually, because doing this, they've then announced that in 2019, there will be no events and there will be no tournaments. So Heroes of the Storm and all that.
And they still they expect Heroes of the Storm to survive to 2020.
I'm not sure
without
they
doing-
do though.
This is interesting, because does this mean this is going to be the death of Heroes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are they just confident
Yes.
that the game is now okay?
No.
No, these games always get These games always get updated. It's the death of heroes.
Yeah, it's the death of heroes.
Like,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah. It's such a competitive market where League of Legends and all that. There's so many games. I don't really play that type of game, so help me out, guys, in chat. List the game type. But there's so
Well, I'm
many
interested
games in
in
that
though, right?
competitive branch. Do you know what I mean? StarCraft. There's another one that I think's in the same bracket. But these games are going to get completely updated. The people that played Heroes of the Storm are going to get bored of the game, not getting updated, move, and then continually get updated and they'll forget about Heroes. That's what happens. It's happened to fucking the game I love. It happened to Destiny. Do you know what I mean? Destiny's back being brilliant again, but because it went through a 6 to 8 month period of having like a content drought, people have just forgot about it, and everybody's playing. Like the amount is like over 50 of my old Destiny clan mates, and they're just playing games like Fortnite and stuff. Because they've got people to play with and they're still having fun. You can't fault them. But it's 2018. If you're going to have a game like that, like Heroes of the Storm, it needs to be updated. Aye, that's my opinion.
It's going to be interesting though, because like, what's going to happen to the people who then go to make people have paid money like in game for like loot. Are they going to like get
They've
something
got their
extra?
loot though.
They've got it. They've used it. They've had their time with it.
But if the game dies, right, then they can't play it anymore.
But that happens to like games in history. I mean,
Aye.
I've got a million fucking Disney Infinity characters downstairs for the kids, and they just killed that off, so all the online stuff went away.
Mm-hmm.
The way
Do you
it
know what
goes.
it happens? Aye, do you know what I mean? Like, aye, 100%. Do you know what I mean? I spent a lot of money in Destiny 1. They took and made Destiny 2, even though the main reason that I started playing Destiny in the first place is because it says it's going to be the same game over 10 years, just completely updated. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, yes, one game just getting updated over 10 years, brilliant. 3 years in, they bring out Destiny 2 and lock off the first game. You can't play it without playing Destiny 1, and the games are two separate games. Do you know what I mean? I hated that about fucking Destiny, man. That's what broke its back for a lot of people.
One thing I'm going to be interested in is that, and I know it's like this is more like a utopian thing, but has anyone seen the movie Ready Player One?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Right. Ready Player One is based on a book, and what it is that I think it's the year's 2055 or something.
It sounds like it's like something like that movie Gamer with Gerard Butler.
Not really like
Not
gaming.
No.
What it's like you know, obviously the world's overpopulated, and the reality has become so miserable that people have started going into it's a bit like Sword Art Online, actually.
Sword Art Online.
It is. It's a bit like Sword Art Online. They go into this virtual world called the Oasis, and the developer of the Oasis died, but he told everybody in like a video when he died was, in the game I've put 3 keys, and whoever finds these 3 keys gets complete control over the Oasis and my shares in the company. You know, it's kind of like this is like what's going on, and it becomes this worldwide thing. Like basically, like Oasis is the biggest thing on the internet. Like not internet, the world. Like Oasis is the biggest thing in the world. Like bigger than any form of TV, anything. Right? It is huge, and in the world, there's literally everything. Like you can literally be whoever you want to be. Like there's so many little like Tracer shows up in the game like 14 times. There's like there's like an army of Master Chiefs, right? You know, Iron Giant, Gundam, Mecha Godzilla, right? There's so many Easter eggs in the game. And I was like, how long is it going to take before a game developer goes, you know what, we're going to make the ultimate MMO, where if you want to go gambling, there you go gambling. If you want to get married, go get married. If you want to, you know, kill things on Planet Doom, go kill things on Planet Doom. Or do you want to, race cars? You can go race cars over here. You know, how long is it going to take before someone, you know what, there you go. And it'll be interesting.
Aye, but like there's a lot of gaming where they're like, do you want to go kill that man on that planet over there? And they're like, give me money first.
It was really funny actually, because there was actually there's a line in the film where because there's a massive corporation aiming to take control over the Oasis. They've like literally hired like thousands of people to try and take over. And they said the first thing they're going to do when they get control is they're going to lift the sanctions on advertising. And they said, no, literally, they said,
don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. It'll rescind into the 70s, man, and you'll have fucking guys in their pants fucking smoking cigars like that. Yeah.
No, is it limiting like how much advertising? Because the cool thing about
I'll leave out the
Oasis
feminist parts that were in there, just, do you know what I mean? Like,
the cool thing about advertising is that the way that advertising is done in the Oasis is the same way it's done in the real world. So if you see a billboard in the Oasis, you know, there's the billboard for the advertisement, you know, da-da-da. But the way they've done it is that they said, we've figured out, this is the line they said, we figured out that we can fill a player's 80% of their peripheral vision before inducing seizures. I was like, that's amazing. 80% of their peripheral vision before inducing seizures.
But think about it, man, like, if your sight was completely overtaken and you were in a world like that, like there is quite a few people that do take to VR like that normally, and the way VR works is it's like really high resolution right in the middle of the monitors, but see if you to look like put your eyes towards the outside, it gets a lot more blurry. Do you know what I mean? So can you imagine if you do like if everywhere you looked was pure like 4K or something? Aye, mate, you'd be taken back a bit. Do you know what I mean? Especially if it was on your head. It's something like you need to get a chip in your head and just replace the eyes if they're going to do something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, just go the full hog, man. Just go full cyborg. Like, take my eyes out. Do you know what I mean? Give me the computer chip. Put crystals in my eyes or something. Or give me eyes that I can take out and
then again,
freak my nieces and nephews out. Like, here, hold this.
Then again, the setup
keep an eye on that for me.
Then again, the setup they had for like the whole like VR thing, it was really cool because they like had like omnidirectional treadmills and like.
Oh mate, I'd love a shot on omnidirectional treadmill with VR. I'd love it so much. But see, the thing is, I'd be like out of breath in like 10 minutes, man. You know what I mean? You'd be like, this is amazing, but it's just give me a couch and a control pad, please.
I know. You can imagine. I want the VR where they run around. No, wait a minute. After 5 minutes, they're having heart attacks all over the place.
Yeah. Like.
Then again, it'd be pretty. Like, imagine in a world where like that was the norm, like omnidirectional VR gaming, right?
Or your kids would be fit as fuck. Yeah, man.
That's true. They would.
I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure I'd look like a toned motherfucker because like in the world I'd be like doing loads of jumps and flips and shit, but in the real world I was like toned as fuck because I was running this fucking omnidirectional fucking thing.
Well, here's a question. Here's a question. Another question at Christmas time for a parent, Kelly.
God.
Do you get like one console for your kids, or are they allowed their own consoles? Because when I was younger, until like me and my closest brother to me, David, we're very alike. So my mum and dad had this policy: there's one console for the house because they could get away with it because they knew me and David would play games together. But see, when Brian came along and he got older, they did switch and go him. He started getting Nintendos, whereas me and Davey had a PlayStation 3 to share and stuff. So, how do you do that with your kids?
At the moment, we've just got. Well, I say one console. We've got about 5 consoles in the house, so it's a bit of a.
But 4 of them are yours.
Well, they're all mine. Every one of them's mine.
Shut up. They're all mine.
They're all mine. Although Alexander is getting his first Switch this. Christmas.
So this is the first Christmas where they're getting one for themselves.
Alexander!
Except, really, what's going to happen? I'm going to rob it off him.
Your daddy's got you a Switch, but daddy's going to play it.
See, right. One year, I think I was 21 or 22, right? And I got my wee brothers the new Guitar Hero because I was like, right, they don't spend enough time together. They both like music. They both expressed an interest in getting the new Guitar Hero. I'll get them as a dual Christmas present, spend the full whack on it. Do you know what I mean? Get 2 guitars and all that. They didn't play it at all, and it was only me that ended up playing it. And see, fucking the next Christmas came up, my wee brothers were like that to me: don't go buying yourself a present again this year and fucking pretend it's for us. I'm like, that's not what I did. That's not what I did. Yeah, bastards.
One thing that's going to be really interesting is that, well, actually not interesting, more is that believe it or not, I actually owe quite a lot to Guitar Hero because, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm going to give you a little insight into the world of Reese, right? You know, saying Viper,
give him a lot of stamina on his right hand.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, as Madcap said, is Viper lost weight? No, that's just sheer right arm exercise. Like, I'm sorry, I'll admit, right? If you actually look at my arms different, right? This is my right arm, right? There's quite a sizable difference. I'm just saying that.
That's the arm he punches Vanessa with.
Be fucking hell, I swear.
We do not condone violence against Vanessas on this channel.
Fair, I expect Vanessa more likely to be punching him.
Yeah, exactly, man. Don't mess with Scottish women.
Especially half Chinese, half Scottish women. They'll fucking rip you apart. This time we're coming through. When I was growing up, I was a wee shite. I was like,
we all were wee shites when we were growing up.
I know, but
it's
like,
how you learn not to be a shite adult.
But like, I genuinely think the reason I started realizing how much of a wee shite I was being was because of music. And what it was, right, was when I was like 7, I fully admit I used to be like, where I used to live, I used to be a bit of a bully. I'll fully admit, like I used to beat kids up just for looking at me wrong, because that's how I thought you had to live where I lived.
Big,
Like,
massive, tiny Viper.
Actually, believe it or not, see when I was 7, right, I was 5'5" when I was tall for a 7-year-old. Right?
He's a fucking monster kid, wasn't he, man? He was one of the kids where you're like that. He's not in primary 6. He's been kept back like 5 years. Look at the size of him, man.
But
Kid's a monster.
But that was basically what it was.
Oh, I'm a
Because of my
primary
size-
6.
I hit puberty when I was like 9, mate. Like, trust me, like I used to come into primary school and have lots on my cheek because I'd have to shave because I got a bit of hair there that looked like mud. But like, I was like, because I was so like big and broad, I thought, I'm a monster. Nobody can stop me, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. And one thing that was, I used to listen to like this shitey, like, you know, R&B rap music that I thought was cool, and like all that. And I knew what rock was, but I kind of suppressed it. And then it was when I was out with my mum, and I went she'd go shopping, and then I'd go into a shop called Cameron Toll. It was like a shopping centre in Edinburgh. She'd go walk around that, and I'd go into the game and look at games. And if I was good, and you know, whatever it was, I might have got a pre-owned game. That was what I was always hoping to get, a pre-owned game. And they had Guitar Hero 2 on the show, and I was playing away
too, man. So many memories.
and I was just like, I just had a shot of it. And the thing is as well, right, I was actually like, I was like not a natural, but I was alright at it. And then my mum saw I clearly
It was on
enjoyed it.
easy.
It was on medium actually, but like she saw I was clearly enjoying
natural.
it. She saw I was clearly enjoying it, and she bought it for me for Christmas. And that Christmas, I played Guitar Hero, and it's when I first came across Foo Fighters, and fucking fell in love with the Foo Fighters. Also, first time I ever heard Ozzy Osbourne. And shut up, your history boy! He's trying to shag your arm.
He's like, that's the history boner. Yes, he's a shot at. But aye, the Foo Fighters was a coin termed in the Second World War as the British were bombing Germany, and the pilots seen like what they described as wee orbs of light flashing between their bomber formation, and because they were like fighter jets cutting through, they called them the Foo Fighters, and they've never been explained. It could just be like they said it was cosmic radiation or some shit, but the bombers weren't high
he's
enough.
fucking hump your
He's
arm.
totally again pure damn humping your arm mode. Aye.
But and it was because I thought rock music wasn't cool, I kind of hid it a bit. And it was only after I found out one of the kids who I was bullying at the time liked rock music that I stopped bullying him. And he became
That's
one of my
no
good
funny,
mates.
Viper. You're not supposed to laugh at that.
But it's funny because he actually became one of my good mates, and I've done a complete 180. And it was all because.
But that's what childhoods are for, do you know what I mean? Like, you make your mistakes when you're a kid, and you can make your apologies, and do you know what I mean? Like,
I've never heard of Guitar Hero 2 being the thing that turns you around though before. That's a new one.
It was and then when I got Guitar Hero 3 is when I properly got into metal
Get
because
off camera.
I heard
get off
Metallica.
camera right now.
I
Go
heard
play with your
Metallica,
ducks somewhere else.
but like
Fucking hell, Thunder, man, you've broke Viper. We've broke Viper. Mate, it's like... Oh my god, man. Like,
yeah, you know that old game
when
Dart
your
Hunter?
puppy, it's like a new Pokemon's learned a new move. Your dog has learned hump.
It's like do you know
Many
the-
may
the
stop
old
humping the later.
the old game Duck Hunter. There's a sequel. It's called Duck Humper.
Bet it's a sequel.
It's a sequel.
Find it on Pornhub.
Fortnite.
Have we seen that Epic Games don't have a forums on there? I didn't know this, that they don't have forums.
I discovered it today myself when I was playing Subnautica and wanted to go find out something. I was like, what the fuck? There's nothing here to get information on.
Yeah, well, that's actually the game that they were talking about. Like, with no forums, they're heading back to Steam for help. The Epic Games Store doesn't have forums. When Epic announced its platform, it framed this as a positive thing. No forums, it said, would stop toxicity from flourishing. And with Discord, Twitter, and developers' own forums, there are other ways to get in touch. One of those alternatives is Epic's competitor Steam, and some players have turned to its forums to get support on the Epic Games Store version of Subnautica. Reddit user Revision 007 was on the Subnautica Steam forum when they noticed several posts asking for support for the Epic Games Store version of the game. Can't run Epic Games version without Epic's game launcher anymore, one reads. Where is the save location on Epic Games, another asks. So it's like, come on, man, they've not even got to answer simple questions like that.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Epic. Like, wow. Like, you've got a really good developer cut, and you've got a good, probably, share of the market off the back of Fortnite, right? Let's be honest here. But, like, don't take the piss out that by going like that. We don't need that. Nah, we don't need that. Do you know what I mean? Get your rules in place. Get the trolls fucking whacked with a big troll stick, and get the fucking forums up. Come on, fuck, man. What do you guys think about that?
It's interesting because Epic Games have done well. Nobody can.
They've done outstandingly well. Nobody can.
Just as a follow up from my stream on Monday, nobody can fault that. All right. Sorry, if you went back to Monday stream, you'd understand. But this seems rookie.
It's very rookie. Yeah, it's very rookie, or it's very cocky. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, we don't need forums. We're perfect. But
try to say it's to stop toxicity from flourishing. Like, really?
That's not
how many people have been banned from Fortnite for toxicity?
I was about to say, just go play Fortnite.
So hold on. Let's see if Ninja's live, shall
we? The internet. Do you know what I mean?
Remember that whole thing with Ninja? You know, what did you say, you little shit?
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
should you be in school? Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
There's gonna be toxicity, and you're just gonna create toxicity because you've no got a forum. I mean, you've even got me really. Do you know what I mean? I don't even use Epic Games. I might on to the next topic, right? Next topic leads into this perfectly, right? Next topic leads fucking perfectly, right? And the next topic is
all right.
The Walking Dead, right? Yeah. And how The Walking Dead is. Where's The Walking Dead? Fucking, come on, give me my fucking.
Epic heard us.
Oh, he's broken Stream Elements.
Oh God, what's going to happen now?
Does Epic bought Stream Elements now?
I don't know. Is it on Unreal Engine?
But the gist is the final season is The Walking Dead is exclusive to Epic Games if you don't already own it. So if you don't own the final season, it's not if you own seasons 1 or 2, it's just the final season. If you've not already bought it, you can only fucking buy it on Epic Games now. And they don't have fucking forums. Great.
I thought we'd moved away from all this fucking single platform shit.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really annoying, but like, what the question I want to ask is like, why do you think that who's the developer again? Where's last week's?
It's oh shit.
Skybound Games.
Skybound.
Yeah. Why Skybound Games chosen to do this? Because let's be honest, it's totally in the hands of the developer of the game where they released their game, right? So why have they chosen to do this? Is it because Epic has the really high developer split at 8/12? Do you know what I mean? They'll only take 12% cut.
I expect there's more to it than that.
What do you think, Kevin?
Well, it'll be money. I bet you Epic have given them something to make it exclusive. Beyond even just the normal development cut.
I'll be honest,
surely.
When I think of it as well, is there a chance that there's...
horny, man. He's fucking ridiculous, man. Thank fuck he's out a cam shot.
Like once every 4 weeks, Thunder somehow podcast. When you first got him, it was he took a shite on the floor. Like there was other times where he just fell off the back of your couch. Like, and there's other times where he's like going absolute mental during the streams and stuff. And now he's humping a duck. Like, shouldn't it be like a turkey or something? Come on, it's Christmas. Hump the turkey.
But aye, like you're maybe right there, Kelly. Maybe Epic's offered them a deal. Do you know what I mean? Because like with The Walking Dead, like it's one of those series. Like even though it's Switch developer, people are going to buy the shit out of that. Because like I'm going to get it because I want to see the end of the storyline. Do you know what I mean? I want to see what happens at the end. I was so invested in season 1 and 2. I'd love to play the set. Do you know what I mean? So is it that they're cashing in on the fact that there's that buzz around The Walking Dead? Fair enough, it's not an overwhelmingly positive buzz, but there's still a lot of people talking about it often just now, do you know what I mean? Like, a couple of weeks ago, we're all going, oh, fuck, or like a month ago, we're going, fuck, no Walking Dead, they're not finishing it. Then, like 2 weeks ago, we're going, yes, fucking somebody's finishing it, yes. I suppose it's a good marketing technique to get it for Epic Games again, to secure that, if that's what they've done. So, I think Epic Games is here to stay because like it looks as if they're making good business decisions apart from no forums. But let's be honest, that can be remedied really quickly.
Is there a chance that, like, I'm not just thinking because like obviously kids know Epic because of Fortnite and stuff, right?
It's their favourite game, mate. It's see the way like we grew up with Konami and that being our big ones, and do you know what I mean, like stuff like that. Activision and shit. Epic's just blew that out the water for a generation. Completely. Utterly. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever played an Atari? There's a generation that's all they played. Do you know what I mean? So, aye, they've blew it completely out the water.
What I'm interested in is there a do you think there's a chance that when these kids move, or like kids who have a PC who like maybe just got a PC, they don't know about Steam yet because they're more focused on Epic?
I'm surprised that like in PC world they're no like fucking, do you know what I mean, like download Steam with your PC for a fucking 10% discount on something, do you know what I mean? I'm surprised Valve's no like that, they don't do that, but like most people when they get their PC the first thing they do is download fucking Steam.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
but you make a good point, like for the kids that have only grew up with Fortnite, when they forgot to get it, or like, do you know what I mean? Fortnite was their favourite game when they were young. Epic's going to bring out some more games. Are they going to be completely biased towards it? And is Epic Games Launcher going to be the one that they instantly do?
It's one of the memes that was hilarious. Open up your PC. What are you running? What are you running?
2 seconds, I'm renewing this call. Just renewing it, guys. 2 seconds. I had to do that there. You were frozen.
Oh.
You were frozen. Oh, no, my cam's no back.
No trust.
Oh, man.
Yes, no
it's alright. I can easily fix that.
Right. Before he does that, right? Why are you running? And it's just a picture of Discord, Spotify, and Steam. And like, that proves that these are the 3 things that you install when you get a new PC. It is Discord, it is Spotify, and it is Steam. But like, I love the why are you running? But it's really good. Oh, is Trust gone quiet? Has this become the Killie81 show?
I don't know.
I'm fixing it the new right.
Everybody, Killie81, Killie81, it's time of the
I'm
week.
not joining in that song. It's shit, man.
It's Killie81, and it's the time that some speak.
I'm fucking back in your fucking faces. There we go. Don't worry, I'm here.
Oh, okay, you've put yourself on some other way, not through the Discord chat.
Aye, I can't because XSplit is open. I can't get Discord to accept my camera, and because I renewed it with XSplit open, I can't obviously take down the stream, so that's a bit of a cunt, but I'm here.
But like in terms of like all the stuff that's gone on in terms of like with kids knowing Epic maybe before they know Steam, that might be the way it happens. Because like, how did everybody hear about Steam?
When I got my PC for the first time, my gaming laptop for the first time, my mate was like, "You got Steam?" And I was like, "No, I'll not even get Windows." He's like, "Well, as soon as you've put Windows on it, download Steam." I was like, "Right, okay." That's how I found
was
out
the
about
same.
Steam.
Because when we got our PCs, there wasn't really a store that crossed platforms. Epic does. Epic is introduced they go, "Oh, it's Fortnite made by Epic on Epic Games." So when people get from console to PC, they're going to Google Fortnite PC, Epic Games is going to come up. And they go,
Yeah.
"Oh, cool. Oh, this is how you get games." And then they're going to hear, "Oh, there's Steam. Oh, this is where you get other games. Oh, there's Origin. Oh, there you go." Then again, who the fuck
fucking
uses Origin?
Fucking.
But this is another thing as well. I've noticed a lot of different game developers are bringing out their own launchers. Bethesda done it with the Bethesda.net launcher. Blizzard obviously have it. Now Civ have their own launcher. Like
What?
the 2K have their own launcher now.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
And
that.
what I think the reason is because I think games developers are getting sick and tired of this whole 8 to 8-12 split. No, I want the full profit. So we'll open our own launcher. You want to buy our games now? Go through here. You could not buy Fallout 76 through Steam. You can buy Fallout 4 through Steam. You can buy Skyrim through Steam. You cannot buy Fallout 76 through Steam.
As
far as I know as well.
done, mate, but
Am I right in now saying there is no longer any 2K games? I think WWE, the old WWE games are still there. I'm pretty sure 2K19.
I don't know.
I'm going to check just now. I might be wrong, and if I am, then I'll suck my ween or something. Hold on.
Right, in the
WWE.
podcast questions section, Sleeps asks, "What do you think about Atlas
I'm
being
wrong.
exposed as
meantime.
pretty much an Ark reskin?" But you were talking about that earlier, Viper, weren't you?
We want an unfinished Arc DLC.
Crash asks down the bottom, "What is the game you hate?" Mine's is easy. Metal Gear fucking Survive. It's a travesty. You can fucking see if I could find the base copy. Do you know what I mean? Like, and burn it. Oh man, I'd love to. I just love to just burn it and then it just destroys it, filters it, and every other copy of it just dies. Find me the copy of Metal Gear Survive that I can do that to. Just a virus to all our Metal Gear Survive copies. Kill them all.
Fun for you, Kojima.
What about you, Kelly? Is there a game you overly hate?
I'm trying to think of one now. I'm sitting there going, there must be something, but the worst bit I can't think of it, so obviously not.
Well, there you go.
I think-
Kelly's too nice. He's just too
I
nice.
know.
Viper, what about you?
I'm the same as Kelly. It's like there's games I avoid.
Yeah.
Like
There wasn't really a game I hated until Metal Gear Survive. So I would totally be on the same boat as you if Metal Gear Survive didn't fucking exist.
Like, because the only thing is, right, Fortnite, right? I don't hate Fortnite. I just avoid it. And
Well, me too. I don't really mind Fortnite. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, people have a lot of fun playing it, so like, we can't say it's shite when like fucking everybody's having a lot of fun. I don't have fun playing it. It's partly because I'm really bad at battle royales. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I play other games and have a lot of fun in other games. Like,
just like battle royales is like a fucking Hydra. You chop one down, two more appear in its place. You know it.
and they're stronger, and you're weakened, and you know what I mean. And you're like, for fuck's sake, man! I used all my rockets on that last guy, and I didn't even manage to hit him.
But like, I will say, if there was one game that I can safely say, for the most part, I didn't enjoy it, it was probably a fucking Alien versus Predator. Because I didn't enjoy playing the Predator, didn't enjoy playing the Alien, enjoyed playing the Marine. That's because it was like Call of Duty with aliens.
Was that the first Alien v Predator game? 'Cause the second one I thought was awesome.
The one that came out for Xbox 360.
Oh, okay. We're talking about something probably newer than what I played.
No, the Alien vs Predator, like, it was basically it had 3 campaigns in it, and you could play the one campaign. It all flicked through basically same campaign, but you played it through 3 different like perspectives. You played it through the Predator's perspective, the Marine's perspective,
Yeah.
the Alien's perspective. Fucking Alien was a bit boring. It just like it's interesting actually. It brought out different game styles because the Predator was stealthy as fuck, the Alien was chaotic as fuck, and Marine was a first-person shooter. But Alien first-person shooter was fun, but Alien stealth, no. Alien rip everything to shreds as much as it sounds. No, actually, no. I've found my answer. And
Right.
I think this is actually going to be a bit controversial for what people are going to say.
Go, give us it.
The game I hate is Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare.
Really? I mean,
thought
it wasn't
it
the
was
best,
Random one that.
and I didn't play much it because I thought this is a
didn't-
bit shite. But
But
it's
Red
no,
Dead
I wouldn't
Redemption
say I
itself-
hate it.
Red Dead Redemption itself, amazing.
It gets brownie points for being new content
Mm-hmm.
in a finished game, and it's a lot of
Mhm.
content. So, like for that
Yeah,
reason,
but
I don't think I could ever hate it.
I just, in my opinion, I think. Do you know what I think it was? I think it's because I took Red Dead Redemption 1 so seriously, of riding about going yes, fucking cowboy, yes, cowboy. And then it was like, oh, all of a sudden I just get a flaming warhorse and just run through some zombies. I didn't want this game. If I wanted this, I would have got Left 4 Dead.
But it was a bit of closure for people who pure liked Marston as well. Do you know what I mean? Like the original
Well,
Marston.
He
You're
come
like,
back as zombie.
Aye, pure mad crazy Marston cutting about like
But actually, hold on. If I'm right, actually, doesn't the start John Marston? You play as John Marston, but isn't the story that your family becomes a fucking zombie?
I don't know. I didn't really play much yet. That's what I mean.
If
Like
I'm right, I'm actually
I
pretty
moved
sure
on to
that
other games.
the game starts you hog tying your family because they become zombies. And I remember it was fixed because remember at the because I bet at the very end of the storyline for Undead Nightmare was it was all to do with a talisman or something that your JK best friend had stolen.
Your JK best pal. Your JK best pal.
Pound
Right,
for
we're
the
going
bucks,
to
it's your
talk
JK
about
best.
the Steam Awards now. Let's talk
Yeah,
about the
10
Steam Awards. At 10:10. That's alright, that's cool.
That's fine.
We're over time, that's fine. But
I meant to go
Valve
watch
have
the film, but
announced
it's
the
fine.
final list of nominees for the 2018 Steam Awards. And I've also confirmed the Steam Winter Sale, right? But Game of the Year is between PlayerUnknown or PUBG, Monster World, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Hitman 2 or Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
None of them God of War.
God of War didn't come out on
Yeah.
PC, it's a PS4 exclusive.
PC only.
Oh fuck, so it is.
Yeah, so
Oh.
it can't be God of War.
Wait, are they really the only games that came out for?
Well, they're the ones that the Steam are wanting to give awards. But they just
PC,
do.
you
Aye.
lost this year.
Like,
PC,
Yeah.
you lost.
in there, I don't know what would win it. I really don't know.
I will say I've heard very good. Wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance, is that the one?
I
Where
don't know
you're,
anything about that one.
I don't know anything about
If
Kingdom
I'm right,
Come.
I think Kingdom Come Deliverance was the one based in Poland during
Oh,
Medieval
it's-
Night,
It came out in
Oh,
February,
yeah,
ages
yeah.
ago.
and it was canned because apparently it was really shite.
Mm.
Do you know what? Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say something.
It's probably
I was
going to
gonna
be
say-
Assassin's Creed in there that wins
I was
that,
thinking
ain't it?
Assassin's Creed will win it.
I've been told Assassin's Creed Odyssey is fantastic, and
Mhm.
I've been told people went right. Do you know how Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was great? Do you know Assassin's Creed Revelations was great? But do you know Black Flag was good, but it was kind of shite? Do you know how do you know how Syndicate and all that was shite? Aye, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is like fucking Assassin's Creed Brotherhood in terms of goodness.
But
And I was
aye,
like,
the bot put in
that's
chat
a-
right at the bottom of the link. You put the link to the steampowered.com. You can go in there and you can actually vote on that if you want. Guys, the votes is still open for that.
That's I don't know. I might actually play Odyssey. If I
VR
get- if
game of the year. is between Elder Scrolls, Skyrim obviously, VR chat, Beat Saber, Fallout VR, or Superhot VR. Elder Scrolls is probably going to win that, but Superhot
No,
was really
it's
thought.
not.
fun.
Nope, no, it's not.
Really?
It's going to be between VR chat and Beat Saber.
Everyone seems to play that bloody Beat Saber, to be honest.
I'm sorry, right? Have you ever played any of these games in VR?
Nope.
I've played
Right,
Superhot and a wee bit of Skyrim.
I've had the pleasure and disadvantage of playing all of these games in VR through other people, right? VR chat is just meme city, and it's so popular in the VR community because of just how unadulterated filth it is. Generally, if you go on YouTube right now, VR meme compilation, there's actually like thing is with the VR, right? You can actually buy these little sensors to go all over your body, so you can actually like sense your whole body, right? There is like one of my mates, he says he's one of them, right? His character, he's a 6'4" gay man, right? His character is a 4'8" Lolita girl. And do you know what he done for half an hour in one game? He went up to his wall, right, and took his legs, put them up on the wall like that, right?
That's a horrible
and
image.
just went,
Put it down.
yes, daddy, for half an hour. And I'm like, what is going on? It is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen on the and I've seen the dark
And
side
he
of
shared
Pornhub.
it with us.
Yes.
but like that it is absolutely disgusting, right? It is like it's amazing, but it's disgusting. Like I'm sorry, like do you know the way came from fucking VR chat? Beat Saber is Guitar Hero for VR.
Oh.
It goes, cool. Do you want to be a Jedi? Yes. Do you like Guitar Hero? Yes. Actually, Colin, have you ever seen any gameplay of Beat Saber?
No, I have not, man.
I think I've seen Yowdy play that, actually.
You know what? I'm gonna.
But I keep you like in chat, aye.
I'm gonna link Many Lad's channel because his videos on VR of Beat Saber are amazing.
Kelly looks like he's regretting everything.
It's like I'm never ever googling VR chat ever again.
I wish I had done, to be honest.
Here.
I'm gonna have to wipe it from my history before my wife checks it.
2 seconds, I'll be back 2 seconds.
Right, in terms of shout-outs, actually, I'm going to quickly give a shout-out to something I found. Right now, there's a guy cycling around the world. And he's documenting it through Instagram. It's called One Bike, One World. I'll put it here. So, One Bike, One World. I highly suggest checking him out. The reason why is because you think you're a guy cycling the world. It's a story, but it's not an interesting story. The things this guy's been through is unreal. Like, there was 2 of them at the start. It was called Dicks on Tour, right? There was 2 of them, right? But an accident happened and one of them broke their leg, so they had to stop. But he decided, you know what? We're going to continue, right? During this time, after his mate left him to go back home, he was cycling, I think it was close to Macedonia, right? And he heard this noise behind him. And it was a wee kitten that was following him. He adopted the kitten, took it in, and now this kitten is his companion. And you think the cat would be like, oh, you know, no, the cat sits on his shoulder when he's cycling, and the cat follows him everywhere. And you're like, this is a match made in fucking heaven. And you need to go and check it out because it is just so heartwarming and so wholesome to watch. Plus, he's actually quite a funny dude. So, but One Bike, One World is something you guys need to go check out.
I thought I had somebody banging at my door, sorry.
Aye, it was me. Yes, Daddy. Yes.
Are we giggling it now? I missed a bit.
I said, yes, it was me banging at your door. Yes, Daddy.
Fuck's sake.
But no, generally, it's going to be between Beat Saber and VR chat. And if it's not Beat Saber, I'm going to be surprised.
I think it'll be Beat Saber.
There's a wee clip with Beat Saber there.
This is Fruit Ninja on crack!
I actually want to see. There you go.
Fuck you! Here we go.
Hi, Mini
What are you
Lad.
waiting for?
But
Right, okay.
look how cool it looks. But it's so fun, and it gets so skillful. It's unreal. Like what I like as well. Then there's a video that he done of him playing Rasputin, right? And what's interesting, right, is that the way that actually makes a move, it's like he's dancing to the song. So he's not just going, like that, right? Like it's actually him going like. That's a true VR experience, punching something you didn't know.
Yeah, like putting your hand through a TV and stick like my flatmate did.
That happened. That's like a live clip. Someone actually was like, he was doing a boxing game on VR chat, and then he punched his TV.
Did he break it?
Yep.
Oh dear.
But yeah, Beat Saber. Next. It was easy. Sorry, Beat Saber. There you go.
Beat Saber wins.
Beat Saber wins.
Well, you can go vote for it.
Thing is, with Fallout 4 as well, like Skyrim VR works because you control the
We're
chance.
past the VR section, that's us moving on.
We've done it. We're on Labour of Love now. Come on,
We're on
Viper.
Labour of Love now, man. Can't do it.
Christ.
Right, it's between Dota, Grand Theft Auto 5, No Man's Sky, Path of Exile, and Stardew Valley. I think Stardew Valley will get that because it's been getting so much love this year.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley's
Labour
been
of Love,
so
was
much.
that like just how long you've worked on it?
Yeah, or how much you
Yeah,
play, how much
still-
you play it.
Whoa.
And support. I think, isn't it true, the developers are still supporting them or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because if it's Labour of Love, I kind of want to say No Man's Sky.
Well, that's your vote then.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can understand why you'd
I wouldn't
pick No
vote
Man's
for
Sky,
any
to be
in Labour
fair.
of Love section, to be honest, because like Grand Theft Auto, I played for a couple of months when it came out, the same as any other Grand Theft Auto, and then I left
I
it
just
alone,
checked out
and I've not
Jason's
really
clip,
played
that's
any
all.
other.
What's Jason's? Oh.
It's fantastic. Actually, God, you know what? I that's worth showing on stream.
Nah, I'm not showing them unvetted clips on stream, no chance.
I just vetted it.
I don't trust your vetting skills.
Killie vetted.
Best environment in the Steam Awards: Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Subnautica, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Far Cry 5, or Dark Souls 3. Best
only played-
environment is going to be The Witcher 3 for me, man.
I don't know. Have you played Subnautica?
Yeah, I would have picked Witcher 3 until about 2 days ago when I started playing Subnautica.
Subnautica
is
Brilliant.
one of the games that's really good for
Subnautica
its.
is beautiful.
It's
Uh-huh.
all about its environment. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty much environment is the base
That's
of
the
the
game.
game.
Killie, have you met a Reaper yet?
What the fuck's the Reaper?
Oh,
What?
you've not met a Reaper yet.
See, this is why I can't play Subnautica, right? Because I hate open water.
Wait, have you
and,
met-
like,
have
it
you met a
literally
Ghost
gives me
Leviathan?
the fear. Like, you're spoiling the Viper.
You're spoiling it for me. I don't fucking need. All I get is fish that blows up all the time. It hurts me. That's all I've got. Alright?
If you stab that fish before it doesn't blow up.
Viper's
Oh
been to the
shit!
centre
Now I
of the
know
earth,
this.
and he's found the goblin
Actually,
fish
one of the
at the
things-
centre the earth.
What I'm going to say, right, if you play Subnautica, one thing you need to make your life 10 times easier is the thermal knife. Because you know how when you catch a fish and you go back to your fabricator and cook it,
Mm-hmm.
this cooks it automatically. Literally, you got to peeper, slash, cooked peeper, there we go. Makes your life
Brilliant.
10 times easier. You know what? I'm really tempted to replay Subnautica. I don't really replay games that much. Because Subnautica is just such a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That's
like
it.
it because of the aforementioned fear of open water. I can't
Well,
I can't play it, man.
It might put you off.
It's
Oh no,
so
Kelly's
uncanny,
still
man.
going to suffer, but it's just going to be with a bit of warning.
Nah, like, see, as a human being, I'm used to a 2D plane. Do you know what I mean? Because we live on the flat Earth, obviously. But you know what I mean? It's like you can never usually be attacked from below, and I don't know. It spooks me, man. It spooks me. I hate it. I hate the ocean. I hate it. Can't play Subnautica because of it. But for that reason, but even that, I still vote The Witcher Wild Hunt, man, for best environment, man, because Witcher's awesome. I can't praise it enough. Subnautica's a couple of years old as well, so it's not as if Subnautica should get the vote because it's this year or anything. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. Dead by Daylight has a multiplayer?
Dead by Daylight is a multiplayer.
That's what I said. I'm thinking, is that not what all Dead by Daylight is?
Is it?
It's a PvE multiplayer.
I'm thinking Dying Light. Oh, fuck. No. Oh, no. Ignore me. No. Carry on. I'm going to
like,
carry on. I'm going to go pee. Carry on.
Better with Friends section. Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Payday 2, Dead by Daylight, and Overcooked 2. Where's Destiny 2? They left out Destiny. The bastards. But all of the games are basically...
Where's Killing Zone 2?
I know, you don't play any of these games without friends. Do you know what I mean?
No, I know. you would want to.
I really don't like Dead by Daylight. I really don't like it.
I like Payday, to be honest.
Payday was good. Overcooked 2 is the one where you're jumping about as wee chefs cooking. It looks really fun.
Is that the Switch game?
It's out for quite a lot of platforms, but it's out for PC as well. It's out for Switch, aye. But it looks really fun. Yaldi played it and stuff like that. It's a wee 2-player game. You're throwing chips about and helping each other prepare meals and stuff. Aye, it's really quite funny. But aye, like, there's not a lot of other good topics here. Most fun with a machine. No. Best alternate history. Best alternate history. Let's go back to that one and just... Wolfenstein, Assassin's Creed, Hearts Iron 4, Civ 6 or Fallout 4. Civ 6, please.
Civ 6. Yeah, we gotta be Civ 6. Surely we're all gonna pick Civ 6.
Viper, best in alternate history section is Wolfenstein 2, Assassin's Creed, Hearts Iron 4, Fallout 4 or Civ 6.
Well, I don't know. Fallout 4 was a fuck off. Civ 6.
Civ 6 for alternate history, just because like you can do anything you want. You can just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go like this tiny wee pacifist state. Do you know what I mean? And just conquer the world. Like yes,
right
I
now,
played like Scotland.
I've
I've colonised Mars as Scotland. Like yes, Scotland,
people in chat are saying
Mars.
Civ is garbage. Honestly, they all need to be banned.
They don't know what they're talking about. Chat never knows what they're
People
talking
who
about.
say
Man.
Civ is garbage have not played Civ.
Exactly.
They don't know what they're talking about. I mean, Dacast's one of them. I mean, come on. But aye, guys, girls, we did have a Civ section to talk about if we were struggling for time, but we're definitely not struggling for time.
No.
So thank you for watching. We'll see you all in 5 to 10 minutes. I need to take the pup out for a pee-pee, and we'll be back for Jackbox in 5 or 10 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Killie and Viper, for joining me, and we'll see you all on Christmas Day when the giveaway ends. Bye, guys. It was your song first, right? Build this network on Scots with soul. Build this network. It's not sausage rolls. Build this network on Scots with soul. I mean, well done, lad, baby, but I'm salty as fuck about that shit. Heavy salty as fuck about that shit.